We're about to cycle the West Malaysian Peninsula, starting in Georgetown on an island in the north. Unfortunately, we all flew to the wrong airport, so we had to get a guy in a pickup truck to drive us to the right place. Big up Gene for organising this, a person on the internet I've never met before. We now have 7 days to cycle back to Kuala Lumpur, so Ben doesn't miss his flight and can be back at work for Monday. Day one, on the road, everything is perfect. Except for the fact, Lawrence has brought the wrong skewer for his bike, so he can't carry any of his bags. Ooh, there's a guy with a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs. So, first stop, hardware store. One of the great tourist attractions of Georgetown. Then, bike shop to find a bike rack. And we're gonna try and tape everything together and make it work.
I may as well just buy some of these and just put all of my stuff in these, and then just wear them all, and then finish it off with one of these.
I've rounded a bolt in the bottom of my shoe, so now the cleat is in that position for the next 2 weeks. Just leave you with that.
What do you think of it?
Oh. It might get a bit warm.
We've been extremely lucky, and there's a bike shop about 1 kilometre away from the hardware shop. So we've come here, bought Lawrence a rack for his bike, gaffer taped his tail fin to it, and now it seems to be working.
I heard Francis say we need to cut a bit off. What bit did we cut off, Lawrence?
We've cut a bit of aluminium off the. It was there, it didn't work. Now it isn't there, and it does work. That's all you need to know.
Should we go and ride bikes?
We should probably go ride some bikes.
There's air conditioning in here though.
50-degree heat.
I had forgotten a little bit how crazy traffic in Southeast Asia was. And this is the quiet bit. Apparently, there's some even busier bits. However, all the traffic is very friendly to us. They're very aware of two-wheeled vehicles, and everything just flows like water, with an occasional crash. We are now finally on the road, making progress. We're doing a loop of Penang Island today. It's about 70k long, and as you may have guessed, we're a bit behind schedule. It's lunchtime already. Lawrence has had another problem with his bike, which surprisingly I'm very happy about, because we get to stop.
In the shade.
In the shade. Completely by accident, but things could be worse.
My heart rate's like always in the red.
My legs feel all weird from the flight as well.
Yeah, mine do actually.
They've all gone swollen. How was your flight?
The first part, Newcastle to Dubai, absolutely perfect. Upgraded to extra legroom. On the second flight, they didn't have an extra legroom seat for me, so they put me in an extra legroom seat for the time being. But they waited an hour and a half for me to fall asleep and then decided to wake me up and move me. So then I landed into this country, and a little boy with all of his friends, they all separated and mixed themselves amongst everybody else. And he said to me, "I'm with you." And I said, "You're not, mate." At no point was I going to let somebody pretend they were my friends to get through immigration. I think that's a little bit dodge.
God, I'm so glad I bought this jacket.
Ben, I feel like I'm in a microwave.
It's ridiculous. Do you remember that day in France where we had to stop at the wedding?
Yes!
And get that water?
Yeah, we crashed the wedding.
It's the same as now.
I'm scared.
Ferrari. This is like riding on the sun.
On the sun?
On the sun. Lawrence is doing efforts.
He's unaffected. Ben, you're still wearing your new t-shirt.
Yeah, might have to come up in a minute.
He's sprinting. Thank you. Georgetown is known as the food capital of Malaysia. So we cycled out of it after eating some suspicious noodles for breakfast and then just rode past loads of Starbucks and Burger Kings. I don't think that was a good idea. We probably should have got some food when we were there. Anyway, we found a cafe that might be good. In other news, we found out that you can actually fit a tail fin rack directly onto Lawrence's frame, so it makes everything we did this morning completely pointless. How are you enjoying Malaysia so far, Lawrence?
Mate, I'm sat here in my own sweat.
That little cafe stop was the furthest point in our route, so we're now heading back to Georgetown to catch a ferry, hopefully on time. In our way, there's a giant climb though, which looks like it's 16% for quite a lot of it, so that's gonna be fun. The only way is through, or over. Over.
Come to Malaysia.
This climb's so hard. Both me and Ben had to get off. We got heavy bikes, but it's so steep and hot. Even Loz, he's a big man, riding up has just stopped as well. This is hard. What are you doing?
This is ridiculous. Mate, I've got so much sweat on my face, I can't see anything. I'm having to get rid of it.
1 hour later.
That was absolutely And do you know what was even more was when we thought we got to the top and then the locals said, the top! And we thought we were at the top, but we're not at the top. Because the worst bit's here.
A few moments later.
I've had to sit down. My heart rate is so high that I'm going dizzy. As I assume that's just my body trying to keep cool. I did helmet off for a bit, that helped. But now I don't have the energy to take it back off again. Please like and subscribe and comment underneath and all that stuff. I love cycling. Have a nice day.
Yeah, same to you.
Cheers. The people here, so friendly, so helpful as well. They're pointing us in the right direction, telling us how far there is to go. Just lovely people. Hey, as you might be able to tell, we are now on the downhill. Thank
Whoa! Must be absolutely huge in real life. Look how big that makes those skyscrapers look. Someone built that. It's like a chain gang, but motorbikes.
Now we are getting the ferry over to Butterworth where we're staying tonight. A little bit of a ride on the other end. We're going in with the motorbike people. I feel like an imposter.
Oh, that's how hot it is. I've got a spare. It's lucky, isn't it?
What can you see, Ben?
There's a water park on the roof.
Really?
Oh, he wasn't lying.
There's an actual water park on the roof. That's been day one. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe. I'm Shad. Layers.
Day 2, cycling the length of the West Malaysian Peninsula. I feel like a shriveled raisin after yesterday's cycling. Obviously, we've been faffing around this morning, so we're leaving at midday, the hottest part of the day, to repeat it all again. I have honestly drank 10 litres of water without going for a wee.
Yeah, bad sign.
The man in the hotel keeps looking at us weird. I guess we are weird.
Why are we leaving at the hottest time of the day? Has he fixed it?
What?
His bike?
No. Today's ride is from Butterworth to Taiping. So we're on the mainland now, 80 kilometers, not too far, because yesterday did nearly kill us. A few quite big main roads to start things off, unfortunately. Hopefully things improve and we get to some better roads later in the day. Ooh, wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Feeling good?
Like a turkey in an oven. This day could be over a little bit quicker than we anticipated if we carry on at this pace.
We have a stonking tailwind and a lot of vehicles to draft. I mean, no we don't. We're definitely not drafting trucks. We've averaged 35k an hour for the first hour. We can actually have a lunch stop where we don't have to rush.
Yeah.
Be great.
What was that?
As if his finger went straight through it. That fake grass, mate. They must have known we're coming. Nice of them, isn't it?
Helmet squeeze. My helmet squeeze isn't working. Yours isn't either.
No, it never has done. I've never been out. I've never done one squeeze.
Why is Lawrence so sweaty?
But he doesn't actually drink a lot.
On the menu at this gas station, nips. I've been wanting to eat nips for a while. Kit Kat ice cream, bag of Lay's, drink. This stuff is like Aquarius, so it has electrolytes in it. We've covered some good ground already today. Massive tailwind. The roads have been not very nice.
I've worked out why there's no Haribo here. I think it's a Muslim country, isn't it? Gelatine. There's no Haribo here.
It would also melt in 2 seconds.
I owe her money.
There's a lot of things here which I don't know what they are.
Well, this is candy floss, like we're in Disneyland.
What's a makanan masam manis? And there's also lots of things I do recognise, which are like, they have dairy milk.
So I don't let my son have Skittles because I say they're a riding snack. So I just sent him a picture of my 3 bags.
We're so jealous.
Yeah.
Got another Malaysia observation, Ben. Either I'm really weak because we've been riding our bikes a long time. The packets start open. The chocolate packets start open. The crisp packets start open.
You've wasted all the watts.
How do you get? You have to use your teeth.
No.
Yeah. It doesn't open. There's a tiny cat there. It looks like he needs crisps.
I had 3 hours sleep last night just because of the time difference. It's still playing games with me, I think. Legs feel a little bit ropey. I think once we've got to the hotel early tonight, I haven't filmed today, and I'm glad I haven't now, because it's been a lot of main road. I won't have to edit tonight, so we can get in the pool, have some food, and then maybe tomorrow we'll get a really nice day in the legs.
We made a new friend. Apparently there's lots of English people in this area. Well, there's at least 3. What's your name? Francis.
To India, Prime Minister. From India.
Oh, our Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Rishi Sunak.
Yeah.
Francis.
We've had an accident.
Yeah.
I just fell down a hole. Look at this.
Good job.
I'm glad you got wet wipes.
Did it hurt?
No, it was more just a shock because I was standing up on my bike, walking along,
And then
I fell down a hole, and then I was down a hole.
Oh, mate.
Fuck, that's a big gash. Look how big the hole is. How did I do that? I swear it wasn't there.
Maybe it was like this. It's still a
hole.
It's still a massive hole.
Right, stop bleeding now, let's go. I'm scared of this. Ah! Oh.
He fell down a hole. It wasn't a big hole. The hole was there before and he missed it.
Absolutely flying today. Don't know why.
He's so strong.
You're honestly getting dropped on the wheel.
I'm on the wheel, he's pushing you, and I'm getting dropped. I was doing 190 on the wheel. What was you doing?
It was 350 to be fair.
For how long?
Over 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
This bodes well for your gravel races. Closing in on the town now. This last bit has been a hard stint. Not because I fell down a hole, because of the heat. Our bodies are just doing weird stuff. Like I feel cold, then I feel hot, and trying to stay on top of hydration. It is working, but it's just things you'd never normally experience as an English person living in England. In my experience, it's usually about 4 days before you start to climatize, and it genuinely feels cooler outside for the same temperature. So as long as we stick with it, it will all be good. Almost there now. Looking forward to a cold drink. Halt!
You know that climb that I was going to do at the end of this ride that took us up to 1200 meters?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
That one.
You still gonna do it?
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I went hard all ride, so I can't. Even if I wanted to, I can't.
Lawrence was gonna do an extra loop and go up a really big climb. He's not going to anymore because the ride was actually very hard. Ahead of tomorrow's mountain stage, I'm shedding some weight. Apparently, Ben used to be a barber in a former life. I don't know whether that's true or not, but...
It's okay. Luckily you wear a helmet.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good, to be fair. It's done a good job.
It's actually done a really good job.
It's impressive.
With these trim as it is...
I'm not sure I'd let him do mine, but it looks good.
Right, let's see if we can use this number 10, which is actually working like a number.
It's day 3 cycling the West Malaysian Peninsula, and today we're riding from the beautiful city of Taiping into Ipoh in the mountains. We're very happy to be leaving this hotel because there's little orange bugs all over the beds.
Worst hotel, worst breakfast, but the best sleep. Starting to get the jet lag balance now.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Bread with butter and some weird Cocoa Pops things, yeah, whilst watching gamers in a conference room. Your hair does look good now. Settled.
Oh, good. Yeah. Sick fade.
Sick fade, fam. We're in for a bit of a treat today. The roads are quieter than they have been. Looking at the map, we really are in less populated areas. Legs are feeling better. We all got a good night's sleep. And I have maps on my Garmin for the first time in 3 days because, well, when I turned up, I hadn't installed them. So I think that's lack of preparation on my part. It's amazing being able to see where we're going. Unlike yesterday, there is some climbing on today's route, so we're not going to go too hard at the start. Unless your name is Lawrence Carpenter, he's probably going to do some efforts. It's the only way you can open a bag of crisps in this country.
The ice cream was the same.
What glue are they using?
I haven't seen it.
It's to stop kids eating it.
No, it's not. That's why everyone's like very healthy and thin.
They can't open any
Oh,
of
no.
the
They've given up years ago.
The breakfast this morning was crap. So we stopped pretty early into our ride at the gas station, because the food at the gas station is better than breakfast. Cashew nuts, some sort of iced coffee drink, and a Coca-Cola.
I'm sweaty again, guys. I have just done an interval, so that would explain it. But look, this is very exciting. And no, you can't have any. I've been looking for this. This is dried mango.
Doesn't seem that exciting.
It is exciting, trust me.
Why are you doing intervals?
Got to keep up with Daniel Oss and all the World Tour guys and the gravel racing I'm doing.
Seems to be going well.
I can't complain, but I would like to be better. That's always going to be the answer, isn't it? What better than a training camp in Malaysia, though? How's your training going?
pretty bad. Can't work out if we're cooler today because we've climatized, or we're cooler today because we didn't faff around this morning and leave at midday. We left nice and early. It's probably the latter. To be fair, it's always a few days when you travel very, very far away from home to a new, different kind of culture. The food's different, the climate's different. It always takes a while to feel yourself again. And I think it's just about clicking. You guys feeling good?
Yeah, buddy!
What do you think the ring shop sells?
Should we go in and find out?
It's behind a big wall.
Yeah, it's behind a big wall. It could sell rings? Do you think it sells rings?
I think it's phones. It's got to be.
Oh god, do you know, I didn't even click. I did not click.
Or it's referring to the money, ringgits. So it's just like,
What, are going to take your money?
ringgits shops.
Yeah. I did think it may be something to do with bums. That's the first thing I thought of.
Bums?
Ring. Your ring. Your ring. Yeah. Should not call it your ring. Just me? We're ready to party now.
We're in Ipoh.
We are ready in Ipoh. We are ready to party in Ipoh. Maybe it's just Ipoh.
Had another realization about Malaysia, which is the traffic lights take ages. You're stood here for like 10 minutes waiting for them. But I guess in Europe, they just trick you into thinking that you're making progress because, well, it's just shorter stops, but more often. Here, you flow for ages. Once a ride, you stop for 10 minutes. Oh, green.
So hot, the tarmac is melting, it's all sticky.
You can hear the tarmac going ding, ding, ding on the bike. Oh, we've done this whole ride with basically no food, so.
I know, guys. Whose idea was this?
Yes, we've come all the way to Malaysia and we're getting McDonald's.
It wasn't my choice.
But in our defence, we've been eating traditionally all week and I'm starving and it's here. So, right, how do I then no add-on? That's it.
Why can't he read the commute map? Like, it's right in front of him, he keeps getting it wrong.
He's gone again.
What's going on? I feel a bit sick. The milkshake is sloshing around with the everything in my stomach and it's very bumpy.
My milkshake brings the blood to the bar.
It's like 40 degrees now.
Welcome to my palace. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, rooftop pool. Did I book the best hotel? I did. I feel like we've gone down here from accommodation to up there. It's like no in between. We've gone from orange bugs on the bed this morning to infinity pool on the top floor.
How much was it?
£32.
Imagine riding in that.
Why have you got sunglasses and a hat on?
Well, I was going to demonstrate to the audience the best bike packing trick in existence.
What's that?
People always ask, how do you wash your kit when you're on a trip?
And how do you wash your kit when you're on a trip?
Well, first, you get in the shower with your kit on. Have a shower with your kit on and wash yourself with soap. Squish it around on the floor a little bit with your feet as well. Helmet and glasses not necessary, but if they're sweaty, might be a good idea too. Wring your kit out so it's a little bit drier, then place it on a towel. Roll it up really, really tight as you can possibly do it, then wring it or stand on it like this. Leave for 5 minutes,
Then all you have to do is hang it on your bike and it will be dry by the next morning. This method obviously is not as good as using a washing machine. However, if you stay on top of it and you're washing kit every single day, your kit stays pretty clean, in my experience. Or at least you won't smell that bad. You can't even see outside now. We're in a cloud. It's day 4 cycling the length of the West Malaysian Peninsula. We just had an amazing sleep. Today's going to be our biggest day on the bike so far. 80 kilometers of uphill, 2,000 meters of elevation, and surprisingly, we've just had a very good sleep. Thanks to one of the best bikepacking tricks that I know, always bringing an eye mask and sticking in noise-cancelling headphones. Whether you're camping or staying in hotels, you often end up with some weird noises while you're trying to sleep. So some earplugs, super cheap, or even better, noise-cancelling headphones, I've always got them with me anyway, plus an eye mask, knocks me out every time. Good night's sleep makes the world of difference when you're riding. So both me and Ben have the same eye mask, which if you spend a little bit more, this one is made by Halos. The bit that touches your face is elevated from your eyes, so it's not touching your eyelashes the whole time. They're not expensive, but spend a little bit more than £1 and you'll end up with a good one that is actually comfortable to wear. The headphones that I use are made by Jaybird, because I don't have AirPods. I wish I had AirPods. They work pretty well. They play a frequency which is the opposite to the outside world, so it makes you feel like you actually muffled ears.
AirPods.
They're good, right? You ready?
Oh, I can't wait, mate.
Today's ride is from the beautiful town of Ipoh into Cameron Highlands, which is one of the highlights of this trip. Massive elevation, 2,000 meters, and it's going to be beautiful and quiet. Unlike here, we just got to get out of the city first. It's rush hour. Are you ready for nice peace and quiet for the whole day?
I hope so.
I think this is the last bit of chaos.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of trucks though, isn't there?
They're playing 3 different music tracks inside there, in different locations, and then one outside.
Story of my life, na 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 na, na 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 na.
Please stop. Do you feel good after your rest day?
Yeah, I do actually.
Me too.
Yeah, I had so much food last night. So much food. Yeah.
You ordered 4 portions of rice.
Yeah, do you know what I did though? I ordered 4 portions of rice because we're rotating who pays. It was Lawrence's go, so I thought I'll pay. Lawrence's phone didn't work, so who ended up paying? It's a theme, isn't there? There's a theme. I'll transfer you it, bruv.
I'm gonna pay you it back, I promise. I did try and pay.
This whole trip's free for Lawrence at the minute. just like his parents taking him on holiday and told him to bring his bike.
Attention to the route. We've got to turn right in 50k.
Is that what it is?
I hope today isn't just all trucks.
This is what I said. I think this route is for taking lots of stuff up to Cameron Highlands. Every time they rush past, you get this dusty, diesely
mess.
You can come, I was always ready. You can take me, but please, not today.
We're about an hour into this climb and we have already started to melt. Cameron Highlands, however, has highs 24 degrees centigrade, which is like an English summer's day. But for us right now, it should feel like deep winter. And I'm here for it. Why am I riding the gravel? Did you have fun doing your intervals?
No.
And did you see the other bikepackers?
No. What?
What? We stopped and said hello.
Did you?
He must have been really deep in his intervals. We should probably point out for viewers who don't already know who Lawrence Carpenter is, that he's doing a series of gravel races this year at the highest level possible. So gravel world champs, Garmin Unbound, stuff like that, against World Tour pros or ex-World Tour pros who are just as strong as they ever were. you remember this morning you said something into your camera about going into a jungle today?
Yeah.
And I laughed at you. I was like, oh, we're not going into the jungle.
Yeah.
After this car goes, it's not a car. Listen. We're in a jungle. And it's massive.
Jungle is massive!
Reverend Jack laying half naked underground.
So I thought I'd walked my disc on a descent, but as we get higher and higher, the brakes are going on and on more. It's like squeaking. I don't want my brakes on when I'm going uphill. So I think it's the pressure. As we get higher, I must have air in it. If the pads don't push out, I'm just going to take the pads out, because I don't need brakes going uphill.
Why don't you swap bikes with Lawrence, because he needs the resistance?
I did ride this bike yesterday. It's a very similar fit, to be fair.
Ice cold.
Oh,
Oh, I don't want to, I feel bad taking it.
I don't.
We'll share it.
Share it. Also got another one. And Egg McMuffin.
Where did you get that from?
McDonald's.
Getting all sweaty. That's disgusting.
I feel good. I'm on the mango and the honey. Little tester, keeping it natural. Being very conservative with the legs. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. You were pushing me a minute ago, so...
Yeah. When I wait for the heart rate to drop, then I push you, goes a bit higher, then I'll rest again.
Vicious cycle.
Yeah.
We're all being a bit cautious with water consumption. I've got 4 big bottles with me. I've got through one. I don't think there's anywhere official to stop on this whole route until we get about 5k away from our accommodation at the top. However, I did spot some guys by the side of the road selling, I don't know if they were selling it or they were just there drinking it.
Nah.
But they had like 10.
No.
10 drinks.
No.
Well, don't buy it.
I know what you're about to say. No. Definitely not.
You think it's dodge?
It looks proper dodge. Coke bottles filled with black substance with no label on. Oh, yes, please. No.
1 hour later.
So we just got to the top of what we think's the first climb. We're out of water, nearly, and there's a dribble coming out of a
Pipe.
suspect pipe. Lawrence is diving straight in. I'm a little bit more hesitant.
The man said it's fine. He said, yeah, it's safe to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Pretty hot now.
Oh, really hot. We're not used to it. We're English. Does it taste all right?
I'm not drunk.
Oh, you tasted it?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're not dead?
I'm not dead yet.
I'm going to take this bottle of suspect water. I'm not going to drink it unless I'm absolutely having an emergency.
Yeah.
I might squirt some over my head for the descent now, just to be safe, because there might be like parasites in it or something. Or something he might be fine because he's local, we might get in trouble.
Oh no. You've taken us down the rickety way.
Yeah, because to be careful from the street there.
Yeah.
The road is very great.
Twisty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we found this spot. I'm gonna eat this whole tube of Pringles, fake Pringles, vanilla Coke, obviously. Funny little Nescafe coffee.
We stopped in a strawberry farm and he didn't buy any strawberries.
Would look nice, wouldn't it, if it wasn't browny green water?
No fish eat Pringles.
Are you feeding them my Pringles? Mm-hmm. Didn't even ask permission.
I didn't ask permission to take them out of the tin. You didn't? I didn't ask. No, I didn't.
Where is it?
Biggest curbs in the world.
Curbs are massive here, aren't they?
Curbs are massive.
But steps.
Steps are little.
Tiny little steps.
Tiny little steps.
They're the biggest curb you've ever seen in your life.
Someone built the steps and then went, we have so much material left. Let's build big curbs with all the material we have left. Lawrence!
What?
Look at this.
You're scaring me, Ben.
Is that correct? Is that profile correct?
Oh my god, half the day's downhill.
Yes. Which way are we going?
Down.
Down. Which way? That way.
That way.
Look which way the flags are blowing, Lawrence.
Oh my goodness.
We are.
I'm not going to be able to stop, mate.
We have a tailwind
Downhill
all day. Much different from yesterday. We had a headwind uphill all day.
Are we really all going to wear jackets?
No, but I've got a gilet on.
It'll come off in 10 minutes.
Day 5 of cycling the West Malaysian Peninsula. Today's ride is from Highlands down to Slim River. 120 kilometers long and 50k of descending. This doesn't feel like descending though, does it?
No.
Ben, the jacket idea was stupid. It lasted 2 minutes. This is a beautiful descent, so flowy, perfect surface. The only scary bit is that it's getting hotter and hotter the further we go down. Back to our 40 degrees again.
Oh, it's so warm. We must be close to the bottom again.
More footwork, more energy, more passion, more footwork, more energy. Oh, brother, no!
He's had his Wheatie mix again.
Those crisps that you eat, the ones you can't open.
You're right, Ben. You seem a bit shell-shocked.
Yeah, I should have gone to bed earlier. I'm still on like Lawrence time. Lawrence goes to bed at like stupid o'clock and I just stay up chatting with him like we're on a sleepover.
2 things. 1, this is giving me horrible flashbacks. We are outside the same chain of shops where I fell in a hole. Look how deep the hole is. But they have this, every single one of these shops, they have this death hole. Second thing, another observation about Malaysia. A bit like the crisp packet thing, you can't open the crisp packets. You also can't open these. The ring pulls, we haven't got a week, have we? This was a problem on day 1. When I'm in England, I'm strong enough to open a can of Coke. It's so hard. Why is it different? You strong nail.
Strong nail. Long nail. Long nail, strong nail.
Oh, I like that guy.
It's been a bit smudged now, I've carried it for the last 2 hours. It's from 7-Eleven and it's called Layer Cake. Isn't that a film? It smells really good. I wish you guys could try this. Come to Malaysia, try their fluffy cakes. In the last town, they were a big fan of strawberries. There were strawberries everywhere. This town, there's apples and pears.
They must love stairs. This might seem like we're being silly English people again and not eating the local food. However, at this time of the day, all the traditional options are closed for Ramadan. So, strange fake KFC it is. Mary Brown something. They sell chips, which have salt on, and that's all I want.
Did you just say this wasn't local? It doesn't get much local than this.
What?
There is nothing else here. We are in local. I've got rice. This chili sauce actually, this is, I presume, like a KFC establishment, but here in Malaysia. And every single one of these chicken places has this amazing chili sauce.
Oh, nice.
And it is really good. And it's full of sugar, which we need.
I've got pasta.
Where'd you get pasta from?
Mate, I can't deal with the same fast food yesterday. I can't do it again. KFC does rice everywhere. Oh, it's sticky. It's edible straw. Oh man, nah.
Edible?
Well, yeah, it's sticky. Why else would it be sticky?
Isn't that the flavour? Your straw is the flavour. I think as it comes through the straw, it gives the water flavour.
Unreal.
What is it?
I don't know.
I've learned something on this trip. Don't put your razor in with your other cosmetics. Because somehow on this ride, my razor has been like a samurai inside the plastic bag, slicing up my toothpaste.
No way.
My face cream.
No way.
So every day I get something extra out the bag, and something's cut to shreds.
I went into my attic the other day, right?
Your attic?
My attic in London. And I opened the cupboard, right? The drawer.
You have a red ant on your helmet.
You seemed very fascinated by my story then. I was wondering what was going on. The squirrel had gone into all of my gels.
Where we come from?
Cameron Highlands.
Highland from the hill coming down.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
England, London.
London?
Yeah.
I see your skin, not London people.
Ah,
If that guy, okay, London, both of them.
Barbados.
Barbados?
Yeah. Keep it hanging. Come on, man.
Are we going in a bit? That's a bike brand in Switzerland.
On a car?
Salam. Sip.
I made friends with the lady in the shop, and she said there's a cafe down the road which is really great, but it's quite a long walk away, not a very long drive. I jokingly said, can we have a lift? And she said, yeah. So now our husband's giving us a lift.
1 hour later.
Local dish.
This looks healthy.
Of course.
Nice one, thank you so much.
Your food.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Thank you so much. I haven't updated the viewers on what's just happened. We got to the restaurant that the lady recommended. It was closed. So we walked back along a very dangerous main road, found a different place for food, which was absolutely fantastic. Then went back to the shop where I met the lady. She felt so bad that she's given us 3 laxes. How are we gonna squeeze this in?
I'm so full. I couldn't possibly squeeze anything else.
It's breakfast.
Careful, it's very deep. This is probably the sketchiest descent of the trip.
It's day 6 cycling the West Malaysian Peninsula, and today we're riding into Kuala Lumpur. Big day on paper, 140k or so, one massive climb, which looks very scary on the elevation profile. We all have very tired legs after the last few days of riding, including the Cameron Highlands, which were absolutely huge. We're looking forward to a couple of rest days and the opportunity to explore Kuala Lumpur as a city. Early start, no breakfast. Let's do it. We've averaged the same as yesterday's ride where we descended a giant mountain for the first 2 hours.
Yep.
It's because Lawrence has been on the front.
Lawrence has been on the front.
Oh, bulldozer.
Bulldozer. And that wasn't a bulldozer.
Was it?
Digger.
I've preempted getting hot now in the next hour or so, so I pre-watered myself.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Shorts works well. Put a bit on your shorts. Your legs are quite big, so a lot of heat gets, and they get the wind and everything. It's good. We're about 2 hours in. We've made extremely good progress. Tailwind, Lawrence on the front. Today's a good day. Looking forward to Kuala Lumpur. Nice to meet you. Damn, son. I think gas station is the best place to stop because it's always got a toilet. It's got the same selection as most of the shops. Basically a 7-Eleven. Not quite as good as the picture on the packet. You okay, Lawrence?
I'm a bit warm. I just stopped for about 3 minutes and then tried to catch you.
You're doing the same face as this. Ahead of the biggest climb of the day, we thought it would be a good idea to stop and refuel. Unfortunately, it's going to get hot while we're here, but we're better off getting some food in our bellies. 7-Eleven next door, Chinese place here. So we're getting a bit of rice, should be good to go.
It's amazing. Can I talk frankly?
Yeah.
Pulling up, it doesn't look amazing, and it happens every time. And it's always amazing. So if you come to this country, just go for the worst looking place. It'll be beautiful. True story.
I'm so impressed with you. That's a great photo.
Thank you. iPhone.
Send it to him.
I showed him it, and if he wanted it, he would have said, "Can I have it?" But he didn't. Lawrence just rolls around, and every so often he goes. And then, oh no, there might be a bit of a gap, and he'll go, "Can I put the drone up, please?"
You said about 10 words today.
I've carried the drone for 400 kilometers and only used it once. Very frustrating.
I did 3,000 miles across America with a drone. I used it once in Miami.
So, when I started vlogging, I said to Francis, "I'm going to get a drone," and he went, "Don't. No one cares about drone footage."
While we're on this giant climb, I'll address some comments asking, how has the tri-band been so far? Now, Decathlon gave me this bike for this trip. Consider this section sponsored. Nothing interesting to report, unfortunately. The bike's been spot on. Everything's been running smooth. Haven't even lubed my chain yet, although we haven't ridden in the rain. Gear changes on the SRAM Apex one have been buttery smooth. Gear ratio's been okay. I was a little bit apprehensive about having one by fully loaded, but it's been absolutely fine. Brakes have been fantastic. These are TRP high roads, so hydraulic reservoir inside the caliper, but cable actuated. They've been so powerful. Haven't missed full hydraulics at all. 650Bs, again, completely fine. I've kept up with these guys. They haven't rolled slowly or anything like that. It has meant I've had to carry different spares to the other guys, which may be a negative and a selling point for switching these out to 700C wheels, which you get on the road version of this bike, the RC 520. The only real big negative is something that I've changed on the bike, which is this physique saddle. I've never ridden a physique saddle, which I've liked. Maybe I'm being unfair. I need to try some more. At least I can switch it back out when I get home. All in all, bike has been great. Let's get to the top of this climb. First puncher of the trip. I've been waiting for this because I've wanted to show the viewers the best thing ever in the world, ever. Keep your finger on that. Come on, see my bar end? See that?
Yeah, we see it.
Looks weird, doesn't it?
It does look weird.
Why does it look weird? Because it's a tubeless thing inside the bar end.
Genius.
Which also fits in SRAM cranks. I don't know what the company. It's called a Tapabucho. I don't know who. I can't remember which company make it. But if you Google Tapabucho thing, tubeless thing, it will come up. You stay there, Ben. Let me just get my tubeless plugs. So you take your little tubeless plug thing, worm, there. Stab it in. Punch a fix. Tubeless is good sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes.
So you wanna go to a new dimension? And you wanna gaze into a mirror, mirroring a diamond shape of your soul. Wanna hear music sounding like the roar
Okay. What's your journey?
Amazing. Amazing. We love it. We love Malaysia.
Why the...
We knew this day was coming. Ben's leaving us because he's got to go back to work. We're going to carry on riding to Singapore. It's going to take us a few days. Akmal is back to give him a safe ride back to the airport.
This was the only way to get to the airport.
See you again.
Hey, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. See you later.
Mate,
See you
take
later.
care, mate.
Safe flight, man. Catch you soon.
And then there were two. We're gonna find a new friend now. Who are we gonna get? We need the third member.
We've had an amazing time in Kuala Lumpur. Today is 150k out of Kuala Lumpur, and I'm gonna go through everything I eat in a day doing this. Starting off with a lovely breakfast of 2 of these iced coffees, which are probably terrible for you. Double shot in both. And a vegan katsu sandwich. Pretty sure this is a Kuala Lumpur thing only.
I bought these in the apartment, and they're gonna melt. They're probably melting right now, just standing out here. It's like 7:10 in the morning, and it's already 26 degrees. So my choice is either eat them right now or take them with me and they'll melt, and they'll be like liquid. They'll be like a gel.
It feels so good to be back on the road again. We're missing Ben, but we've replaced him. This is Shu. She's joining us for the first bit of today's ride. From Regent's Park to Kuala Lumpur. Woo! Woo! Finally, in some peace and quiet. That ride out of KL was possibly the most horrible ride I've ever done. Sketchier than the I-10 across the USA. We survived though. So Shu is my friend from London. Last time we rode together was Richmond Park. It's a little bit different here. She was going to join us for just the start of today's ride, but has ended up riding much further, which has been amazing. She's got to get back into the city now though, and we have another 110k to do. I can feel the wind blowing us this way. Lawrence is gone. They've just walked off.
I want to go to the beach. I gotta go home now.
Have a nice time in Kuala Lumpur. How long are you here for?
I booked a one-way ticket.
Come and ride with Shu, guys. Come and ride with her. I hope your bus back lets you take your bike on.
I hope so.
Otherwise, it's just going to be a Cannondale out in the wild.
Out in the wild.
In, here. Yeah. First little stop, because it's getting quite hot now, the 99 Speed Mart, where I bought a Japanese green tea and a can of Coke. Full fat, otherwise known as full sugar. Why does everyone call it full fat? We've already done 45k, we're covering good ground. We said goodbye to Shu, and now I just have Lawrence for company. What have you chosen? That is luminous.
Dew of the mountains, isn't it? You won't catch me dropping energy levels with this thing. Look, go make my inside fluorescent.
What if you get tested by WADA? Oh, I just got my exercise minutes goal.
Well done, 150 steps this morning.
Minutes.
Oh.
11 a.m. We've just done the biggest climb of the day. It's like 300 meters in one hit. I'm eating some M&Ms. Unfortunately, it's like an M&M gel.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Goes down quite well though. 12 o'clock. We've broken the back of the ride. Everything's still closed for Ramadan, so we've ended up in the dreaded McDonald's. However, McDonald's in Malaysia is actually quite good. They do rice with egg and like some vegetables, and they do chips with salt, and I really want some salt. That was actually hard riding. I'm also so dehydrated. I've got an extra large Coke, an iced coffee, and a mango juice. Camera's tired.
What?
Why are you taking your shoes off?
Because my feet, because your feet expand in the heat, and then they get really uncomfortable. So just a bit of relief. Take them off, cool down, and put them back on again.
I'm so dehydrated. My hands are cramping up, like there, where I've been holding the bars.
Has that ever happened before?
No.
First time for everything.
Back on the road. Feeling better in some ways. Now I'm less dehydrated and I've actually eaten food, but it's gone up about 3 degrees in temperature. We're feeling it. It's like being in a sauna. I've gone jersey zipped up, but wet. I've wetted it. I think that's the coolest I can be. But you have to keep topping it up because it dries in about 2 seconds. I can't stand up straight.
Are you melting?
Yeah, I need liquid. What's that, Lawrence?
This is the hottest I've been on a trip. I don't know why.
Well, the temperature says it's the same as previous days.
But we're not getting harder, are we? I'm confused.
It's humidity. There's something wrong. We're too hot. Like really too hot. Chucking water over ourselves doesn't do anything anymore.
I want to live inside this. Look. I want to live inside here.
Food diary. Pink Gatorade. Magnum. I should probably point out, alongside all of the food that I've eaten today, I've also been drinking copious amounts of just mineral water. In our time sat on the floor in the 7-Eleven, the clouds have come. If it chucked it down with rain, I wouldn't be upset. My brain wasn't working.
Yeah, you start shutting down, don't you?
Yeah.
It's so hot that you can't even function normally. It's very strange, very strange. And then you start going cross-eyed.
Nice to meet you, Yao.
Malacca.
We go Malacca.
Bukan, you. Mana Malacca.
You want to swap bikes? You take this, I'll take this.
I buy Tala. No. How much?
£1,000.
1,000
Yeah, let's go. I love the people here. I poured a whole cold water bottle over myself. I don't know what they're thinking of that. Today is a tough day, but our wise man once said, tough times don't last.
Only tough people last.
We now ride just 10k at a time and then have to stop. Coca-Cola. Clouds disappeared. Sweat at my eye.
We've been doing some 2.5 hours between stops, at least. Like that climb was more than 2.5 hours, and I was fine on 2 bottles. Like obviously I was thirsty at the top, but I was fine. No, I don't know what's happened now. Like we can't even make it 20k between stops. It's just nuts.
I think it was a bad sign when the guy outside the 7-Eleven said, oh, if you want cool weather, go to Kuala Lumpur. Which is 36 degrees.
Every day.
Every day.
Someone told me it was going to get cooler as we headed south.
Someone did say that.
That's complete lies.
They tricked us. There's a lot of tricks here. Like the pavement, secret holes in it and stuff. We survived the ride, but we're cooked. To finish off today's food diary, we went to a Mexican restaurant because it was close to the hotel. So we had a burrito, veggie one, nachos with a bunch of stuff, and some jalapeno poppers. Now we're going to sleep for 10 hours. See you tomorrow. Day 8 of cycling the West Malaysian Peninsula from Georgetown down to Singapore. This morning has been slow after nearly melting to death yesterday.
Oh mate, it's so nice and cool this morning. And I've ditched the base layer for the first time this trip. Actually, no.
I've been telling you this for how long? Base layers are a lie. Sold to you by Big Base Layer. Today's ride ride is from the lovely seaside town of Malacca to Batu Pahat. Shorter than yesterday. I think it's just over 100k for us to get there. We have a slightly wiggly route, hopefully not main roads the whole way, and it takes us one step closer to our final destination of Singapore, which we should be arriving to in 2 more rides time. If you live in Singapore, stay tuned to socials because we're going to try and figure out a place to finish and then we can all meet and say hello. Gravel! Unlike yesterday's food diary, well, I'm documenting what I'm not eating today. We haven't had breakfast. Lawrence, I'm hungry!
We were just talking about how quiet the roads are. Now we're on a bloody dual
motorway
carriageway.
again. Are you hungry yet, Lawrence?
Mate, I'm starving.
You're nearly within 50k.
I've got a bag full of mango which I could eat, but I'm not eating it because I want real food.
Mango is real food. All I've had is 2 sachets of Nescafe fake coffee inside a cup of water.
Do they even have calories in them?
No.
Sin calories?
Sin calories. Very hungry now. But I don't want to stop there. I don't want to stop at a gas station. We've made it to Muar and we've stopped in the shade to try our best to find something which isn't McDonald's for lunch. Like I said in previous episodes, a lot of stuff is shut for Ramadan. All of the local stuff tends to be shut for Ramadan. So...
Oh, they have bagels, sir.
I don't think bagels are Malaysian.
Really?
Nah. We've done well to get this far today. 50k down already. We're basically halfway through the ride. Lawrence has found, not Malaysian, but better than McDonald's, bagel with jalapeno things on. Iced coffee, apple juice, orange juice, and I'm gonna go and ask him for a lot of water. I am see-through, and I haven't even put water on me. So the guy at the hotel was saying how much hotter it is here than in Kuala Lumpur. So the weather forecast is just wrong.
Jalapenos are spicy.
That's kind of the point.
No, but sometimes they're not though. Sometimes they're really not.
Danny just messaged me saying this place is American.
Oh, really?
So maybe it is the same as McDonald's.
It's bread and salad. How bad can it be? It looks nice. Do you not like it? It's too healthy for you, isn't it? It's got fruit in it.
Carrots. It's not fruit.
Yeah. I mean, veg. Same thing.
Tired.
Francis. I'm not even tired. I'm quite tired actually, yeah. Francis gets about 3 more hours sleep than me every night. It's my own fault. It's fully my own fault. But he goes to bed at like 10 and I'm like... And then I stay awake until 1. And then I wake up at like 7 like, oh my God, what's happened?
What are you doing?
Just stuff, man. Just, mate, just... Drop my phone.
I just went inside the shopping mall and they looked at me. They stared at me. It's like, why are you see-through? And what are you wearing? Let's leave this place. We've done that thing where we wait around too long at the cafe and now it's 40 degrees. It's like being inside an oven. But stop moaning about the heat because you're going home soon. And then it's going to be 5 degrees.
What do you want, mate? How many? 6?
Oh my. Oh, can I have an ice cream as well? Careful. You knocked over the bag of thing. How are you? Oh, very hot. No, it never ends. We were in Kuala Lumpur, but you got no shirt. Too hot for a t-shirt. What's your name?
Mr. Ng.
Mr. Ng.
Francis.
Lawrence.
Rose.
Lawrence.
Loza.
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 Yeah, sorry, I'm wet.
1, 2, 3.
Hello. Could we just take a moment to shout out Melvin on my channel because I didn't film on the rest day, which was a 40k ride, really hilly, in Kuala Lumpur, where a local guy called Melvin took us all over the city with a couple of friends. I thought they were like...
Was that a drug deal? Did we just witness a drug deal?
I don't know what that was weird.
That was weird.
Maybe we should get out of here. Shout out to Melvin. Check out his YouTube channel. He has one, and it's in the description down below. I'll put a link to his thing.
Proper legend. What a day out that was.
Very happy on this road. We've seen a couple of little motorbikes. That is it. It's small, quiet, pretty much empty. The opposite day to yesterday, where it took us ages to get out of Kuala Lumpur. This has been the stress-free day that we needed.
I'm good, mate. I've just seen on my Wahoo, less than 30k to go.
Smashed it. I like you evening out your tan.
And I am working on the tan lines.
I don't think it's working, but
it is. Mango fresh, huh?
Fresh mango. That's what we need. We stopped for some mango juice. And we keep riding past these little places and thinking, we should go there. We've only got 2k to go.
Holy shit, so good. So good. Just juice and ice or milk? Juice and milk. Yes.
Ah, they put, it's like a milkshake. Thank you.
Alright.
We came from Georgetown.
Oh, just down.
Yeah. So 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh?
2 weeks of riding.
Is it on this side of the road or is it right here?
I don't know. We're trying to get some food. This whole town has no pavement. And I don't know, I think we're gonna get stuck. It's just a giant main road, and it's definitely not safe to walk on. Even though I did it in America, I'm not doing it here. It's also the hottest place on earth.
Oh, it's crazy, man. You just come out of an aircon room, and again,
whew. How do we cross?
Go on, go on. That's what happens when you don't put pavement.
Bit of a language barrier with the ordering. I'm not sure what we've ordered, but it all looks good. I'm excited.
Your face is the same colour as that.
I feel so red. I thought I ordered just vegetables, but there is a small squid on top. It looks removable. Day number 9, riding the West Malaysian Peninsula. Today, our penultimate ride day towards Singapore. We're almost there. Legs are tired, but we're feeling happy. We have exactly 107k to ride today, from Batu Pahat to Kulai. And in today's episode, I'm gonna run through my bike packing survival kit.
Someone's just commented on YouTube, apparently right now Malaysia is experiencing one of their worst heat waves ever. And we're riding all the way through it at exactly the right time.
That was getting a bit chilly. Survival kit. The following things all stay in my bar bag, which is on the front of my bike, easy to access when you're stopped, and well, I'll just show you. First up on the list, this is an obvious one, a multi-tool, but it has to have a chain breaker on it. This one is a Park MT40, and they're fairly pricey, but well made. All of the Allen keys are really handy. It has some Torx drivers as well, and flathead screwdriver. The nice thing about having a chain breaker is that you can reattach a chain if you do snap it. Without this, you could be stranded and have to like push your bike like a children's balance bike. Not what I want to do while cycling across Malaysia. Next up, proper toothbrush. I also have a Peppa Pig toothbrush. I carry 2. I don't know why. I stole this one from a hotel room. Proper toothpaste, the same one I use at home. Just makes you feel a little bit fresher when you're riding. Even if you're doing like an ultra race, I know loads of them take proper toothbrush with them because it just makes a big difference to how you feel. It is for morale. Next up is tyre levers. Even if you're very strong and you know you can get your tyres off the rim without them, I always carry these because your idiot friends that come with you might not have the same tyre and wheel combination and they'll be stuffed. I have these. Do you have tyre levers with you?
Yes, I have everything except the tyre.
Chain lube, it's inside a little plastic bag so it doesn't leak. Ziploc bags are always really handy. I always take a proper bottle of chain lube so you've got loads of chances to reapply it. Reapplying this regularly does make your bike quieter and it's going to last longer, and just take a whole one instead of a tiny little one which lasts one application and then it's gone. This one is Silca Synergetic, which I actually bought before we got sponsored by Silca. So very good chain lube. Next up is a really heavy adjustable spanner. You'd be surprised how often you need a spanner. And I'll just take a whole, I don't care how much my bike weighs. Once it's heavy, it's heavy. So, always take an adjustable spanner. Also doubles up as a pedal spanner. These guys have been borrowing this off me for their little jobs, yet they moan about not having one. Peppa Pig toothbrush. Next up, I carry a small Ziploc bag full of cable ties, which I've used quite a lot of on Lawrence's bike, and bolts. So these are bolts that go into the tail fin rack and bottle cage size bolts. So I think they're like M5s or something. They're very common size, 5mm bolt, and you use them for lots of different things on the bike. I like to carry spares just in case something works its way loose and then you lose them. You can put these in your cleats as well. They're very useful to have. Patch kit. This is a Park Tool patch kit with non-pre-glued patches. This is the one with the little real-life super glue. So you glue them yourself. That's the important bit. The pre-glued ones are terrible and they come off. So even if you're running tubeless, spare any tubes in your bag, take one of these patch kits. I have 2 of these almost always. I then have a little tool roll, old school Atticus one. Inside here, I have tire boots, again with a little tube of super glue. This one comes from Restrap, and you can buy this and essentially patch your tire if your tire gets a gash in. So it works better than a gel wrapper. They stick on really well and they're super thick. So you stick them on the inside of the tire if you get a big gash in it. I then have a few tubeless plugs in here, spare brake pads, and my favorite thing on this list, my Leatherman multi-tool. So Leatherman multi-tools are non-cycling specific multi-tools, a bit like a Swiss Army knife, but they're all built around a pair of pliers. There's lots and lots of things that you'll need pliers for on a bike, like if you get valves stuck, also cables, you can pull cables through, and loads of other applications. This comes in so useful. Folds down very small. It also has a big ass knife on it. Do check if the country that you're going to allows locking blades. It's not massive and long, but it is locking. So just bear that in mind if you're going to travel with it. This one in particular is called the Leatherman Wave Plus, and it also has on it a little screwdriver, bottle opener, Torx thing, Allen keys, and it's pretty comprehensive for the size. Fairly weighty because it's quality. Other incredibly important things. A lip salve, which is UV protective. So not only can you use this on your lips when you go to different countries and the climate's different, whether I go into the cold or the hot, I seem to get chapped lips. So you can put this on and it protects from the sun. But also, if you have any patches of sunburn, which are like you've missed with the sun cream, you can just go and cover them up while you're riding. I stick this in the side of my bar bag so I can always get access to it. One of the last and most important things on the list, a tiny bottle of tahine. Last up, an honourable mention to the Nivea sun cream, which is a roll-on, because when you're riding along you can actually put it on as you go. So it's really good and it lasts about the length of most bikepacker trips. So give that one a go. It's super strong and it's for kids, so it doesn't wash off. Some lovely guys out on bikes as well. They've ridden here from Vietnam, so all the way through Thailand. I'm jealous. We've only got a day left.
Do you wanna feel what I feel? Will you step away from your shadow?
I've got a fact about Pringles, a test which people can try out and prove at home, which is the flavour on a Pringle is only on one side. So if you lick one side, you'll taste it. If you lick the other side, nothing. These, however, aren't Pringles. They are Mr. Potato Crisps with a picture of Super Mario wearing a different hat. These don't have flavour on either side. They're shit.
Because you bought the plain ones.
They haven't got salt on.
Another fact about Pringles. They don't contain enough potato to be called a potato crisp.
Really?
Yeah. It's similar to the whole, you know, Jaffa cakes aren't a biscuit or a cake. Are they a biscuit or a cake? They don't know what to class them as because there's not enough potato in them to call them a potato crisp, even though it says potato crisps on them. I think that's right, anyway. In America, a pizza is classed as a vegetable because it has tomato on it. For primary schools and like schools, it's like pizza, yeah, vegetable, tick. How crazy is that?
Everything I want.
Oh, you've seen Stonehenge? I've seen it. I've been up close. You're not allowed to touch it though. What is this?
This is for Muslim now.
Yep.
After fasting.
This man here has been to London. His son is studying in Southampton, so he spent some time there.
He's working here lah.
He works here?
Yeah. I got my friend, his name is Andrew Francis.
Oh, it's my name.
Your name is?
Francis.
Francis, is it Andrew?
My dad is called Andrew. No, thank you. Well, we are absolutely fine, but thank you so much. Thank you very much. What a lovely man. I tell you, the people here, so kind, so welcoming. They're always up for a chat. He said England was very cold when he went. He's right.
Lawrence, did you enjoy the gravel?
I love the gravel.
It's day 10 cycling the length of the West Malaysian Peninsula. Our final day into Singapore. We're crossing the border. We have almost made it. You feel sad?
It's so sad, man. How has it come to an end? It's so fast and so slow all at the same time.
You're right, actually. It feels like we've just started, but it also feels like we got to Georgetown in the north like a month ago. We have about 25k to ride this morning to meet our friend Dan over the other side of the border if they let us in. Did you fill out the top secret form?
I did, and I stashed my passport somewhere that I could access it for the first time this trip.
You're such a clever man.
I can see it. I can see it.
You can see Singapore. This is quite stressful. I wouldn't recommend taking the route that we took. If you see it on Lawrence's Strava, avoid it. Hopefully 1k to go. Have you noticed the cycling queue is the only one that doesn't move?
Yeah.
We're now at the Singapore border. Moment of truth. Oh, there's another cyclist.
No, that was a e-bike rider that absolutely flew past us at about 50 miles an hour. That was mad.
This is Dan. You may remember Dan from previous episodes such as I broke both my arms at Red Hook Crit.
Oh yeah.
And other things.
That's pretty much the last time we spent any actual time together, I think. Was scooping you up off the floor.
Dan moved here about 4 years ago and no one has ever seen him since. Not only do you turn up on a fast bike, he's wearing a skin suit.
I only have skin suits.
You're not quick release either, so I can't even put my rack on the back of your bike.
No, sorry mate. You can stick me on the front if you want.
I don't really know how to do this. It's gonna rain, Francis. It's gonna shit it down.
As if we've avoided it the whole trip. And on the last day.
And like, look, it's like this tiny little blip on the map. But it's enough to deal with a laptop.
You don't need your laptop anymore. Oh, one more edit.
Yeah, just leave it here.
2 more.
Lawrence is wetter than the rain at the moment, so.
Yeah, we don't know if that's rain or sweat. Why does the sweat out of the front of your helmet smell different to any other sweat? Do you notice that?
Yeah, it does. Do you ever have a sun cream dribble and then it goes in your mouth?
Sun cream on your forehead.
No, not on forehead. No. Factor 50 kids sun cream.
Good tip I got from like I should credit like the triathletes and the Iron men, because one, they swim first, right? So it washes off, and then they're in the heat like all day long. Put it on before you go to bed and it's like seeps into your skin, and then you just layer it back on in the morning.
Welcome to Singapore! Wow, nice!
It's my fault really that it rained because I bought my white shoes and new socks out, didn't I? So,
Brand new socks?
yeah. All makes sense now, doesn't it? I thought if we were coming into the city, then we should have a little go on the F1 circuit, shouldn't we?
F1 circuit. What a way to finish. What a brilliant tour guide. Thank you, Dan. We're going to do a lap of the circuit and then get some food. Ooh.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
We did that for Ben. Big day for you.
How many kilometers was that for you?
I don't know how I'm going to recover. Probably 50, yeah.
I don't know which game it
Pleasure. So Dan and Steph are kindly hosting us. Steph, where are we going right now?
We're going to traumatize Francis.
What do you mean?
He's going to eat some lovely durian and he's going to hate us forever.
So durian is a fruit which is all over Asia, popular with the Asian people, but apparently tastes very particular. There are signs, the smell as well, there are signs all over Asia, like in the lifts of the hotels that we've been staying in, that say no durian. It's banned from the building.
There's on the underground here, the MRT, it's a $500 fine to take durian onto the MRT. Not to eat it, to take it on.
So we've come to Chinatown to try and find some.
Can you not smell that?
No.
Are you kidding? Yeah, you're eating it first.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
This is outrageous.
There's different types, by the way, and we're not paying for the $58 type.
It's inside cling film. This was $15.
$18, yeah. That's £10.
Can I have Lauren's?
It smells savoury.
Can I have you on the phone?
There's a little bug inside the packet.
That's how you know it's good.
Oh,
oh.
It's squishy. It feels like a banana, a wet banana. Oh my god.
Stop it, do you like it?
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh my god. What is going on
That's
here?
well nice. That's well nice. It's like stinky bean. It's the same thing. Someone in a restaurant told me to not buy the stinky bean salad, and I bought it anyway, and I thought it was great.
I can't believe it.
You don't eat, is that a stone in the middle?
Danny, you want to do it?
I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
I'm gonna buy some more. If it wasn't $15.
Oh god, the smell. Oh.
He's lived here for 4 years, he's never eaten.
Oh, Dan is not.
I don't know how you do it.
You don't like it? I mean, I probably won't finish that bit, but...
It smells like beef burger. Mate, you can't even smell it. That makes me gag by just smelling it. So
bad.
no.
It's bad.
Like, it will end up on the floor there, and then we'll have a crowd around me, and people will be laughing.
This is one of those foods where they think that people's brains see it one of two ways. You know, like coriander.
Yeah.
They say like you either hate it or you... Like the people who hate it say that it smells and tastes like soap. But the people that love it are like, no, it doesn't taste like that at all. This is apparently one of those things where your brain's wired one way or the other, and Francis is apparently the other way.
Fine.
Fair enough, mate.
It's so bad. Can you rip a piece off me?
That one looks okay. That one looks okay.
Yeah, small.
Oh my god, it's so bad. It's like the smell. It actually doesn't taste that. Oh no, it does.
That was a moment.
Don't do it. Don't succumb to this peer pressure. It's so bad.
It's so strong that we've been walking down the street, this whole street here, holding it, and people are going, where's that smell coming from? We dodged a bullet here, Lawrence.
That was one of the worst experiences of my life.